welcome back to another one of my Minecraft videos. Today we are going to be going over my castle wall that I've kind of started, as well as um, the whatever you call that there as part of the wall. Obviously, this is all of this is still a build in progress, and this is also a World War II Germanic theme map. So in my previous videos, I've gone over this Germanic village that was there, mansion in the background, church, and then government building, as well as some other stuff. But anyway, so all of this was done, or let me rephrase this. This whole wall section was done by hand, because I started this before I knew about command blocks or anything like that. And this entire thing here was, or at least the whole front right side was created by hand. It wasn't until after I did that portion that I started using the structure blocks that you see there to copy and paste certain portions of it to create these towers that are going to be around this. The biggest pain in the butt was redoing all the landscaping. So this river on that side was all natural. However, everything on this side had to be redone entirely. So this is where I used structure blocks to move this entire river out and use other portions of rivers in different parts of this world to create this landscape. Because this river, I think, ended right there, I think, or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but I did have to move all of this. So this entire river here was copied and pasted from other portions of rivers around this Minecraft world. Everything here was pushed out, and you can see where the original river had gone around that way. So all of this was painstakingly done. And then here you can kind of see where I've experimented with different tower designs and used the structure blocks to get the different sides of the towers themselves, as well as try to create some different versions, trying to get the dimensions down correct. But this will kind of go into this here, so kind of go from top to bottom in a sector. So this sector is kind of at a slight angle. Top's there. Going down, we have all this here. Have actual windows to shoot from, so that this castle wall is somewhat functionable, although not that much. Especially since a lot of the details limit things. I'll turn it to day quick. And I did do an interior on the walls that this is still being worked on. So this here is the entry point from the village, path going up. Obviously this path would be going off that way, incomplete. And as you can also probably note that the flags are going different ways just because this whole left side is copied and pasted and still being worked on. I need to get a tower design that would fit somewhere around here and cut whatever this off before I make everything right on the left side. This is the drawbridge here. Do have kind of weights, so when this would be drawn up, this would be kind of the weight simulator here, where this portion here would kind of be held up on the chains going up or down on that. So that's what that simulates. And then coming in here, this is functional. I forget what these would be called for where they can shoot through the floors. And I still need to figure out the wiring, but I do also have lava drop down here in the entry point. That's gonna eventually be brought up to the tower, somewhere in the tower there. Haven't figured out where yet. But I'll go around a little bit more here before I go inside. And all inside of here, this is some way distant time in the future going to be a village that's going to be worked on. You can kind of see where I've laid out where the roads will generally be, but it's in the forever, never future. And they'll probably won't even get to that much of doing anything there. And another pain that I made with myself was that with me over detailing everything, these tower designs are different, so I have to make a separate design for the diagonal. I have to make a separate one for a 90-degree corner, and it's just going to be a massive pain on my part, but that's kind of why I put this project on hold in favor of a train station that I've been working on. But I'll quickly go from top to bottom here, or bottom to top. So this is kind of the doorway. Of course, I overtly complicate everything, and so that's why there's a lot of stuff here, but I think it still looks decent. A lot better than a lot of the bland stuff you see other people do. Granted, this takes a lot more time. And then this just comes up here on the roof. Then go back down and go back up from the interior. So here we have just kind of to this side, and this would be going down to something that's not there. And we'll go to the inside of the walls first. So this is the ground floor of the inside of the main castle walls. These ones on the base floor here, they don't have any functionality, versus the upper floors do. So as you can kind of see already, where you even in the upper floors you can open those to shoot down if actually you really need to. And this is where the word just stopped for down here. Go back in, up these stairs. Kind of a similar design on the upper portion, different color scheme. And on both sides you have the windows that you can shoot from if need be, so this actually acts as a platform, the molding does. You can look up to shoot. It's the same for everything around here, if you need to shoot at the entrance. So the wall is functional in that regard. And I tried to do that with some of the other stuff as well. In here, this is kind of where the gears would be for, and the chains for the drawbridge. So they'd wrap around here. A bunch of massive gears up there. There'd be the counterweights attached to that. The other side's pretty much a mirror of what we saw before. So come up here. This leads to that balcony. That there right above the back entrance. So of course, with this being World War II theme map, or World War II German theme map, I did try to incorporate eagles wherever I could. Obviously with this being more of a castle, it's not going to have the swastikas or anything, although I might try to add them later if I figure out if they fit well. But I know I did add the Balkenkreuzes to the tower eagles. Oops. So go back in here. Go back up this way. So this would be kind of an overlook towards the front. Kind of a place to speak out. Need to make speeches to your public. Or better yet, since this is a World War II German theme map, there we go. Alright, anyway, so come over here. This is again just oh wait, no, that's that. Yep, here we go. So these go up to the upper portions of the center tower. So this is just all probably going to end up being storage, but this is just a kind of an interesting path designed to get to that point. Should be going up. So this is that center tower there. Also another eagle there at the front. Have connecting platforms to towers here, and this is the kind of the lighting system I have going on for the top of the towers or above here. Then I still need to figure out how to try to make this a bit more functional, because you can see down. However, there's areas like this where you can't see where you need to. So might have to figure out something to try to make that functional, but for now I think it's fine, and especially with everything else that I'm digressing off to project-wise, it's probably going to stay as this for forever. And then this is just going down, so the immediate beginning portion you can kind of see bringing in the Germanic theme again with the using the modern colors with the wood. Have the black, this lighter color will resemble the red, and then this here will be kind of more the golden yellow. Just small details in that. And again, going down, this is the centerpiece of the stairwell there. And then this would be to the top of the wall, coming out through here. So going into these towers, this is where they have eagles again. Can't remember. Yeah, no, okay, maybe I didn't have the Balkan Kreuzes on these at all. But anyway, the interiors for these are incomplete. Still working on getting the designs down, especially since I have to create a different design for these corner areas as well as these, whatever this one is. So this one is actually completely different, I believe. Oh yeah, it's the center portion that was different. So looking at that, you have the cross, or not the cross, an X-shaped kind of outline there versus, I believe here. Where is it? Maybe not this one, but anyway, I think it's a slight difference in how it got copied. Just a lot of painstaking work to even copy and paste one side to the other, especially on these diagonals. Just created a lot more extra work for myself. But the end result will be worth it if I ever come back to this project. Since it's nighttime, it's a good time to show what this looks like when it's lit up. So I really tried to emphasize those golden orange parts there. Had those lit up well as had the entire wall lit up fairly similar. Here you can kind of see the absolute painstaking work of trying to use structure blocks to copy and paste the design over to create less work, even though it's arguably just as much. Just some extra depth there in this, in the tower design. We'll give one quick view of the over. Obviously, with these upper portions too, it's probably going to have a stairwell similar to what was seen in those towers there. But it is all still a work in progress. It's being all done on my own if I ever find time. And it's pretty much it for this video. My next video I will be going over a train station, which I'll actually give a little sneak peek of that here. Quick. But that's pretty much it for the castle there, and obviously the previous videos will have gone over what you see there. And so for the train station, it is all the way down at the other end of the parade ground here. And this road is gonna eventually take a digression off towards that way. But kind of give a little sneak peek. Obviously my train station is still in progress as well, but a little sneak peek of the side there, you can kind of see the trains. But that's as much as I'll go into for this one, and I'll save the rest for the next video. But thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video here.